Hey everyone, Jeff Saari from Workplace Culture Solutions. I'm really excited to bring this video to you. I've been in business for over 15 years helping executives, teams through strategy, individual life coaching, management training, and all sorts of different things. And I use a lot of models in my business, and I want to share with you in this video 2 really effective models for you to sink your teeth into so that you can actually look at your life and get better. And that's what we all want, is we want to all get better, especially in a stressful time like we're doing right now, especially in a stressful time like social distancing and the thing that's going on in society currently. We need to be as effective with our self-care as possible, and these 2 models really help you bump that up a level, and that's the whole point of this video. So let's get to it. First model I have here is what we call the wellness wheel, the be better wheel, or the balance wheel. One of my clients calls it the wheel of fortune, and there are 8 components to our wellness, right? So here you are in the middle, here anyone is in the middle, and like I said, most people want to get better. And so this has us break ourselves down into 8 components. And even though we're one person, there are 8 words here in the wellness wheel that I'm going to break down for you briefly so that you can get a flavor of this thing and then walk away with a couple actual strategies that you can employ. So the first 4 over here are more tangible. They're easier to think about and sink our teeth into, as opposed to the other 4 are a little bit more intangible. So here we go. First one, physical body, right here, right? Sleep, exercise, and nutrition are the big 3, right? So we all know that we can do a better job exercising, we can all do a better job eating better, and possibly even getting better sleep, right? So there are a few things that we can do with our physical presence, our physical body, that can bump it up a level, right? So it may not be obviously a gym right now, a lot of gyms are closed, but you can do some home workouts. And you can buy more organic foods or whole foods and not have some of the snacky things in your cupboards, right? Next one, financial well-being, right? So finances are a part of our world as well. That's ins and outs, debits and credits, how much money you have in the bank, what investments you have, how much debt you have. And so a strategy for that, or a tactic for that, is making a budget, right? Projecting ahead. What money is coming in? What are you spending money on? You know, if you're losing part of an income because of this stressful time, maybe some things have to go by the wayside, some things that were commodities for you. Also, another strategy is calling your mortgage or credit cards and seeing if they'll negotiate with you. Maybe they have some loss mitigation programs or something like that, right? Environmental piece of the puzzle is your physical surrounding. So now it's not your physical body, it's your physical surrounding, your office space. You know, a lot of people are working from home now, and so your office space may be cluttered. It may have children's toys in there. It may have files that you've been wanting to file. It could be millions of emails in your inbox. Whatever the environmental piece of your puzzle is, a clean house, that's what this piece of the model, that's what this piece of the model is showing us, is that we also may have a goal or a vision for ourselves to be better environmentally. Vocationally, our work has changed for a lot of people. A lot of people, like I said, are working from home now. So how are you innovating your work? You know, who are you communicating with? Are you in touch with your supervisor? Are you in touch with your colleagues? Do you need to work out different technology? Right now I've been involved in more Zoom meetings than I ever have been. And that's been a learning curve for me vocationally. Doing videos like this, trying to innovate my business and put it online a little bit more, has helped me stay current and fresh and excited about my work. So now on to the 4 intangibles. Our social life. Can't tell you how much a strong social network really is profound in keeping your health strong and your well-being strong. Lean on your friends. People are now doing virtual wine hours, which I think is a great idea. You know, calling up your friends, old school phone, right? Call up your friends, get in a group chat. Zoom is great for chatting with people as well. And so a lot of boards are meeting socially like that now, committees, these different school things that go on are now because of what's going on, a lot more technologically, we're at least meeting in these virtual spaces. So lean on your friends. It's really important. Your emotional world. So that is your emotional tone. At any given moment, in any given day, we have an emotional tone in our body. How are you doing with that? Are you feeling anxious a lot? Are you feeling angry or overwhelmed or frustrated? And I'm sure some of that is actually happening for you on a daily basis. So we've got to find ways to help our emotions kind of move through us, and so we can get back to that more powerful state of joy, connection, presence, happiness, right? So a couple things that help are journaling your feelings, venting. I have clients that vent to me. Just they find that extremely valuable, just to have that safe place to go, you know, blah, 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 all this stuff is going on for me. I need someone to listen, right? So journaling, you know, therapy. A lot of therapists are doing online therapy right now. I'm doing online coaching right now. And so find a way to get your emotions in check and out of your body. Intellectual, mental stimulation. What are you thinking about? What are you feeding your mind with? You know, and so what I advocate is to only watch the news maybe once or twice a day. Don't fill your mind full of these negative images, right? Get into that book or get into that hobby that you've wanted to do. Maybe it's a musical instrument, right? And maybe it's learning a craft of some kind, right? So reading, hobbies, monitoring your news intake, those are all great strategies for your intellectual well-being. And then lastly, your spiritual well-being. This is your presence, your connection, your faith, your values. And a lot of churches now are doing online sermons and services. There's a lot of YouTube videos about mindful meditation. And you can do daily practices like values and gratitude. Appreciation is always great for spiritual life. So getting focused on that is really empowering. And you know, back to environmental, maybe you need a space in your house for a meditation room, for instance, or a yoga room, right? And so these things all work together, as I said. Here you are in the middle. And don't get hung up on the words, but look at all 8 components and try to find one thing, at least in a few of these categories, to bring your well-being and your strength to the next level, especially through this challenging time. So on to the second piece that I want to show you today is a model of how I think about goal setting. So on the previous page, the wellness wheel, the be better wheel, it's all about you having goals in your life, meditating more, doing more yoga, playing outside with your kids more, cleaning your space, you know, looking at your finances. These are all goal-centric things. And so here you are in the middle, always in the moment, right? And on the right side here is we have goals. Like I said, we all have goals. Maybe it's fitness, maybe it's to create traction on a project or two, to have financial prosperity through this time, you know, eating better, being more organized, or for me, like, you know, for me, having online income potentially, right? So these are cool. These are all good stuff. We want more good stuff in our lives. And to get that, we need to take action over time. So getting clear and focused on your end result has you take action over time to get it. And wouldn't it be cool if it was that easy, right? Unfortunately, and fortunately, because we get to look at this, we also have barriers. Every one of us has a barrier or 2 or 3. And I've cataloged a few top culprits from coaching that I've done with folks, right? And so barriers have us take inaction over time. They keep us stuck, right? So here we are. We want something, but we're not getting it. Right in the middle, we're stuck in the moment, right? And so as a coach, I want to help empower you to get unstuck, to get what you want. I want you to get all this stuff. But first, we need to know what's getting in our way. Sometimes it's confusion. For instance, on a project, you may not know where to start. You may not know about online technology. And that can cause you to be stuck or stagnant. Apathy. You might have tried to eat better before. And you might have this thought in your mind, well, I don't know. Does it even really matter? You know, can I even do it? And so, you know, it might bring up some self-doubt and some self-confidence issues, right? Money could be an issue, obviously. Sinking money into, you know, online technology or whatever it is can be a barrier. So we need to figure these out so we can make them irrelevant. You know, time, competing demands. You've got kids at home, you're trying to homeschool possibly, you're trying to get your work done, you're trying to get your fitness in, you're trying to make a healthy dinner, all of these things. require a value judgment. They're competing demands. So time can be a barrier. Overanalyzing. A lot of my clients have analysis paralysis. It's hard for them to make a decision and just get to something because they have to get more information. They got to keep thinking about it. And at some point, we need to actually make a decision and say, you know what, I'm doing this to get that. Technology can be a barrier. That's a big barrier that I have. And I've been fortunate to hire someone in my business, a few people, a team around me to support me to do videos like this. It's been awesome. And maybe your energy sometimes is lacking, right? We all get into the slumps and down in the dumps, get grumpy, not feeling it. That can be a barrier to actually what you want to create. So in coaching, what we need to do is look at all of these things and make these almost irrelevant, right? So let's pick one. Time. How about time? Yeah, we only have 24 hours in a day, and hopefully you're sleeping maybe 6, 7, 8 of those hours, which then gives you, 16 to 18 hours to do whatever you want to do. What we can do with that is figure out maybe a schedule. Scheduling might help. I know with online technology and phones, we can schedule stuff in. With me, I schedule my workouts in. I schedule my strategy time. I have client time, client calls, and then some time to have fun with my daughter and help her with her school. And so a lot of this is scheduled in for me so that I can fit it all in because there's a lot going on. And it can be overwhelming. Overwhelm can be up there as well, like with confusion, right? Overwhelm can be up there as well on the board. Again, these are just a few of the main culprits, but the list could be long. So what you can do at home is to go back to the wellness wheel, look at what you want to create in all 8 of these categories. Give voice to a few of those things, goals I call them, and look at what actions you can take over time. And then assess what's going to get in your way, and then find someone to help you think through that and make that irrelevant. And you can always rely on me. You can go to my website, www.workplaceculturesolutions.com. You can contact me at any time, send me an email or call me, and I'll get back to you within a reasonable time frame. And so that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to bring this content to you. So that's it in a nutshell. I wanted to bring this content to you so that you can be better. It's all about getting better. It's all about maximizing our time together and getting better. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. Peace.